the vlog, and here today we are in Strasbourg, France, my favorite city in France. I lived here for 2 years between 2018 and 2020, left in the summer after COVID, moved to Corsica, and this is still my favorite city in France. Coming back here, it has everything one could ever want: greenery, a river, mountains surrounding the city, but also the city is so full of life, and I thought I would take you for a day in my life here in Strasbourg, showing you the newest spots that I've never seen before that just opened in the last couple of years, as well as visit some old haunts that I particularly love. So let's get started. Artwork. Oh, this looks absolutely magical. Look at that. Oh, look at that one. And that one. It's so beautiful. Look at the potted mushroom. It's so cute. That underwear is perfection. I love those. It reminds me of my childhood backyard. We had so many of those birds of paradise flowers in San Diego. Little boutique, this little small business melts bottle caps and transforms them into earrings. What an amazing way to recycle. That is so cool. Wow. That place was amazing. So 2 years ago, I did one of my favorite videos I've ever made on this channel, one of my favorite vlogs I've ever made, and I'll include it right here if you want to watch it. But I did a vlog of my favorite city in France, Strasbourg, obviously. And since coming here 2 years later, there's so many new boutiques, so many thrift stores, secondhand shops, little coffee shops, independent small business owned businesses, and those are my favorite places to buy things. I don't like fast fashion. I never shop at fast fashion except for Miss Patina. You guys know I love my Miss Patina. Miss Patina is my favorite online clothing store. You know, vintage clothes for the nostalgic, old-fashioned, fairy tale loving woman. You know, I love Miss Patina. But aside from Miss Patina, most of my clothes are either from thrift stores or from small business owned boutiques, because as a small business owner myself, I did, family photography for 5 years, and now I'm an astrologer, and I just really believe in supporting small businesses. That is a place where I love to put my money. I love to put my money in small businesses because they need our support, and you also just find the most interesting, unique, original finds that you can't find anywhere else, which is really cool. Some Vietnamese food at our favorite Vietnamese cafe right here. All
All right, we just added some sriracha sauce and some nuts and some lime because we needed some. Your girl loves lime. All right. Oh, that looks so good.
Okay, we are now at my favorite paper shop. Let's go inside and I'll show you this really cute shop and a couple of others because there's a new coffee shop that just opened down the street and I'm really excited to show it to you. Okay, usually really quiet in here. There's a lot of people in the city today. This is my favorite shop. And this is my favorite section because they have the Stabilo Boss highlighters in every color. Look at this. Check out these feather quills, guys. So, oh, and they've got my favorite pens. I love these pens. These are my favorite go-to pens. Pilot, G2, G. Alex, what is your favorite pen?
I love these.
Oh yes, the ones
Black,
with the multiple colors.
sleek, but I can grade in 3 different colors.
All right, you guys, I left the paper store unscathed. I did not go crazy with the purchases today. Thank goodness. I am in a minimalist mindset at the moment. We all have that thing in our possession that we go a little bit overboard with when it comes to shopping. For me, it's journals, paper supplies, notepads, day planners, things like that. I did get some highlighters and also I got some new a Pilot refill. I got 12 black refills for my pen. A dear sweet subscriber named Emma actually gave me this. She mailed this to me as a gift for my birthday and it says Helena on it and it's my favorite pen. I use it for my letter writing and my journaling a lot of the time and so I had to get a refill and it's only €5 for 12 refills, which is really good. That's gonna last me a long time, so I did pretty well today. I am in a minimalist mindset right now because I'm traveling so much. I'm living out of my carry-on, so I cannot just have too many things. I already have 4 journals in my backpack. Just ridiculous. I have a productivity planner, a day planner, a journal, and then an intuitive journal where I write letters to my intuition. So it's like, I already have 4 journals. I don't need any more. That's enough for me right now. But let's continue on with the vlog. Let's go. Alright, so I just went live on Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Get over to that Instagram app and follow me if you feel intuitively called to. I'll include my Instagram handle right here. But I just went live. I love to do live streams on Instagram a lot. I'll just like once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, I'll just go live and just talk, chat, share my location, what I'm doing, give a little tour. I just gave a tour of the city. So yeah, follow me on Instagram if you're not already. But let's go to my favorite cafe, Tonton Gâteau, and get a delightful hot chocolate. Hopefully they still have the blue ceramic cups that I love. Let's go check it out. I am here at my favorite park, Place de la République, right in front of the library. And the library here at the University of Strasbourg is where I used to hang out all the time.
and I used to get Harry Potter books. I'd check them out from the library using Alex's teacher ID, and I would sit right here at this exact tree trunk, and I would read Harry Potter books. I finished Harry Potter here. I was actually sitting right over there on the grass that I read the last line, and I read the last line of the book and I closed it down, and it was really special for me. I think the last line of the book is all was well or something like that in the Harry Potter books, and I finished it and then I closed it, and I remember sighing, a deep sigh, and I was like, that was great. And I remember in the springtime, in April, all the flowers bloomed, all the beautiful blossoms, cherry blossoms and different types of blossoms, and they all bloomed and they all fell to the ground. I used to spend so much time here in Strasbourg. And do you ever have that feeling where it's like there's a place, it just feels like home? Do you ever have a place in the world where it just feels like a sigh of relief or peace or belonging, a feeling of home? That's how I feel here in Strasbourg. And I talk a lot about this on my other YouTube channel and on my Instagram. I'll include my astrocartography YouTube channel here if you want to hear about that. But this is my home. And I feel so good here, and I feel so happy here all the time. I'm on my Venus line, but it's not just the Venus line, it's the Venus I see. Astrocartography basically is the energy of place and location based on your birth chart. I don't know if you've heard of vortices, which are like earth chakra points in the world. Like there's one in Sedona, I think there's one in Maui, there's one in Ireland, there's one in Japan. I think Mount Fuji is an earth vortices. So there's like major chakra points in the world that have energy, you know, centers. And that's actually how I learned about astrocartography. Was I first learned about the earth vortices, and then I did a deeper dive on Google and I found astrocartography. And astrocartography is really based on you and your birth chart and your unique natal promise and you personally. And so in different parts of the world, there are certain activations for us where certain things get activated, or certain energies. We can feel good or feel happy in certain parts of the world. Strasbourg is that place for me, specifically of home, but also activating my natal promise of teaching and being a published author. Those are big themes in my natal chart, and they're activated when I'm here. So it's just really cool how certain things happen, and I'm so passionate about place and location. You guys know that. If you've been following me for a while, you guys know I love making videos on place and culture and countries, and it's a big part of my life. It's a big part of what I'm passionate about, but it's fascinating to see how, like, I found my home. I found my place. And I really want to come back and live here someday. I want to retire here in Strasbourg. I want my ashes to be poured into the river. And I want to buy a house here, maybe in my 60s. Not anytime soon, but maybe someday. I can see myself doing that here in Strasbourg. Anyway, let's continue on with the vlog. When it comes to moving and location, we should all have 3 things that are our non-negotiables. So 3 things that we have to have in a location in order to live there long term. For me, my 3 things are greenery, spaciousness, and walkability. Walkability. Those are my 3 things.
Okay, so my 3 things are restaurants, walkability, and movie theaters. What?
I forgot how much I love the willow trees. I forgot they were here. Just one little piece of this place that I forgot how much I love. And also all the water. There's so much water here. So something I was just thinking about is how we all have different eras. And I'm not referring to Taylor Swift's Eras concert. I don't care for Taylor Swift. I feel like we all have certain eras, or certain time periods where we're really passionate about something, and so we decide to go all in. And for me, I've had many, many eras. I've had the actress era, the theater, the musical theater, Broadway, show tune, dancing, singing, cabaret loving era when I was like in my teenage years. Then I had the photography era where I was really obsessed with photography and family portraits and taking beautiful photographs. Then I was really into slow living and the simple joys, the slow living era, which is still part of my life to this day. It's ingrained within me, my lifestyle, my habits, my outlook on life, my perspective, you know. And then now I'm in the astrocartography era, which is about the energy of place and location and how that relates to your astrology. And here's the thing with eras, is we can be interested in all of them, or all of those different aspects of self being one within us, but then maybe we don't continue to talk about those things anymore. For me, I have no interest in talking about slow living anymore. Not because I'm not interested in it, not because I'm not passionate about slow living as a lifestyle, but also because I've said everything. There's nothing more to be said about slow living. I've made all the content, I've written all the blog posts, I've written a book. I've written an entire book about slow living, and I've talked about it for so many years that I just don't feel called to talk about it anymore. And I'm still living that life. I still believe in that. I still live my life every day according to that lifestyle and those beliefs and those values. But I don't feel passionate about making content and regurgitating old content and recycling old things I've said to make new videos. That's just not my authentic self. Wants to make videos on things I'm passionate about in the moment, in the present moment. And astrocartography is that thing, and so is authentic living and honoring your intuition. Those are the things I'm passionate about right now in terms of making content. Anyway, just felt like saying that out loud. I say all this because there will come a point, years in the future, when I stop talking about astrocartography, when I stop talking about whatever it is I'm passionate about now. And I want to live my life as one living, breathing example to inspire those of you who also want to pivot. I want to inspire you to allow yourself to change. Because so often we feel like we need to keep doing the same thing, or we need to keep talking about the same thing, or being in the same relationships, or being in the same place, the same location, and live somewhere forever. And I hope that just by me living my life and documenting it and sharing it, that I can encourage you to be true to yourself and to follow your heart. If your heart is telling you to change, if your intuition is telling you to do something different, to pivot, to completely do something unexpected, I want to encourage you to do that and to not have to stay in the same box that you've always placed yourself in. I want to give you courage to live your life from a place of authentic truth and authenticity. You don't have to be fearless to be able to live a life that's true to yourself. You just have to take one step. You just have to take one single step. You just need to try one new thing. Change up your local commute, try a new hobby, change up your routine for a day, and just see what happens. What have you got to lose? That's my motto. What have you got to lose? Nothing. You have nothing to lose. That's a big part of my life and what I believe and about life, and I think that mindset really allows you to be more free. Anyway, just a little random rant that I felt inspired to share with you. All right, here we are, having dinner at my favorite Italian restaurant.
Thank goodness.
We've been walking around all day.
Favorite time of day.
You look so good at this lighting right now.
Really?
Absolutely amazing. I love your Dev Red shirt.
Oh, yes.
And
It
your
wasn't
dragon
even-
necklace. That's it from me from this beautiful few days in Strasbourg, my favorite city in France. If you like this video, be sure to give this a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell if you want to be updated of new videos. Follow me over on the gram, on Instagram, and I'm excited to connect with you there as well. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, for being part of this kindred spirit community that we have here on YouTube. And I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.